This video is brought to you by Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist, my new book, which is a comprehensive guide to all aspects of music theory necessary for playing rock guitar. From blues to the cycle of fifths, from understanding and using modes to choosing the right notes for a melodic solo, from pentatonic scales to chord construction and keys. It's all covered in a clear and concise manner. With accompanying video demonstrations, jam tracks and tabs, you'll learn to use the knowledge you gain in accessible ways that make sense for less than the cost of a few guitar lessons. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's all about this guitar today, this rather lovely Squier Thinline Telecaster. It's got a bit of a story to it, and I'll tell you all about it right after we've heard what it sounds like in a mix. And as usual, you'll find a full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and a jam track to play along with yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. As I'm sure you know by now, £3 or $3 a month gets you access to all of these additional resources and goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. I usually put stuff on Patreon about 3 times a week, and tabs, jam tracks, lesson content, that sort of stuff. So for £3 a month, you can't go wrong, can you? And of course, a massive, massive thank you to everybody who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are downstairs in the description. A little bit more housekeeping. The crunchy power chord parts on that demo there were courtesy of the Blue Guitar Amp 1 on the Vintage channel. Also the clean guitar parts as well, the clean lead and the clean strummy parts. Again, same settings on the amp, just backing the guitar's volume off a little. And for the shoutier high gain stuff, it was the classic channel, very much more of a JCM 800 kind of sound with the foot switchable boost kicked in, which is currently my favourite lead guitar tone, and didn't it do well? So, I told you there's a story about this guitar. We'll get onto that in a moment, but again, let's just get the rest of the kind of housekeeping out the way, starting with weights and measures. Here we go. This guitar has a weight of 3.32 kilos and a nut width of 42 millimeters. You can see the 1st and 12th fret neck profiles there, and the fretboard radius of the expected Fender, 9.5 inches. DC pickup resistance readings, bridge 7.56k, neck pretty much the same, 7.58k, and in the middle, chopped in half, it's down to about 3.82. So that's it. No fancy push pulls or anything like that on this guitar. It's just a basic bog standard meat and potatoes, you know, kind of humbucker equipped Telecaster with a big chunk of fresh air inside the body. Let's have a little bit of a look at what this guitar is specifically. It's one of these, a Squier limited edition classic vibes 70s Telecaster Thinline with block inlays in Olympic white, and this B stock one on the GAC website would cost you £399 should you so desire one, and why wouldn't you? I think it's a great little guitar. The chap who owns this, he's called Neil, and you've seen this guitar a couple of times on the channel already. It first cropped up as one of the viewers' guitar pictures on the Friday live stream, and then because Neil lives local to me, he asked, do you want to borrow it and do a review? So, of course, I said yes, and he dropped it off, and I kind of showed it in the flesh on another live stream. But regarding the price, Neil didn't pay £399 for this. He didn't pay $299 or $199 or even £99 or even 99 pence. He won it on that guitar gear giveaway raffle. Do you remember I did a video about that raffle before? A mate of mine won a absolutely stonking Gibson Les Paul custom, proper Black Beauty looking guitar, about 3.5–4 grand's worth of guitar, and he won that and very kindly loaned it to me to do a review on, and that was one guitar that really kind of stung to give back, but I kind of had to. And for a little while after that, I was having pretty much a daily flutter on that Guitar Gear giveaway thing, and didn't win anything, couldn't even win an argument, me. But, you know, Neil has won, a couple of guitars on that. 59 pence raffle ticket, and he won this lovely guitar, which he's very kindly loaned to me. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this guitar. It's aesthetically, it's not entirely to my taste. My preference for a 22 fret neck is well documented. I don't know why that's a big thing for me, because, you know, you can count on the fingers of one hand the number of times probably in a 6-month period when I actually go up to the 22nd fret. But it's nice to know it's there if I want it. But, you know, 21 frets is vintage correct, and given that this is a classic vibe, which is going for the kind of vintage sort of aesthetic, then I get why that is. The block inlays, I'm less keen on. You know, I don't know. I would like this guitar a lot better if it were dot inlays, but that's the only two gripes I can come up with for this guitar in terms of the you know, aesthetics, which is just, you know, entirely subjective. There is absolutely nothing that, in terms of it being a functional musical instrument, that you can complain about with this guitar. In terms of the setup, I don't think Neil's done any work to this in terms of setup. It plays absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to measure the action here at the bass string on the 12th fret. I'm going to call that action on the 6th string at the 12th fret 1.5 millimeters. So a nice slinky low action right in the sort of comfort zone of where I like an action to be on a guitar. As you heard in the kind of demo that I did there, the clean sounds, it cleans up beautifully from a kind of crunchy, marshally, plexy kind of tone. You'll get a beautiful kind of warm bell-like, you know, clear kind of clean tone just by using the volume control. That is always a big deal for me on a guitar. If the volume control just turns everything to mud when you turn it down, that is, you know, I always find that really off-putting, because I like to ride the volume control for my kind of transition between clean and dirty sounds. But You know, and it is something that you often find on budget guitars, that everything sounds great when everything's up on full, but the moment you start kind of dialing the volume control back a little bit, it can get a little bit muddy. The vintage brand guitars, I often find, are a little bit susceptible to that. And it's not a big deal. You can always you kind of upgrade the pots and put a treble bleed in or something, but it's just nice not to have to do that from the outset. Fantastic little guitar, this. I want to say a massive thank you to Neil for the very generous loan of it. And maybe I'll get Neil to buy my next raffle ticket, because he seems to have a damn sight more luck than I do with that competition. But that is the video for today, folks. Just a quick little look at the Squier. Let's have a look at what it is again, because it's a bit of a long one. The Squier Limited Edition Classic Vibes 70s Telecaster Thinline block inlay. That is what this guitar is, and massive congratulations to Neil for winning such a fantastic guitar. But that's the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream, already mentioned it, but we have one every Friday 5 PM UK time. We just kind of chat about stuff and drink beer and kind of hang out. It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.